This is Michiana's breaking news and weather station. MNC. News Talk 95.3, Michiana's news channel, and 95.3MNC.com.
MNC News Time, 5:05. I'm Amelia.lee in the MNC News Center.
And good morning, I'm John Zimney. It is Friday, the 15th day of April, 2022. And the news continues now with our top local stories on Michiana's Morning News.
The family of a man who was shot and killed by a South Bend police officer in 2019 is appealing a federal judge's dismissal of their wrongful death lawsuit.
Eric Logan's relatives argue in their appeal filed this week in the 7th Circuit Court of Appeals that the judge was wrong to dismiss the suit and that he should have considered evidence regarding former South Bend Police Sergeant Ryan O'Neill's credibility in policing standards. The South Bend Tribune reports Logan's family sued the city of South Bend and O'Neill. According to police reports, Logan refused his orders to drop a knife as O'Neill investigated a report of a person breaking into cars. Last September, the suit was dismissed on the grounds that O'Neill acted reasonably when Logan moved toward him with a hunting knife raised over his head. The family argues that O'Neill used excessive force and that Logan had thrown the knife before the officer shot him twice. Ian Randall, MNC News.
News at 5 o'clock is powered by Burkholder Buildings and Supply. If it could be built in an office, a farm, or anywhere else, Burkholder is the highest quality for any need. Burkholder Buildings and Supply can help. Call today. A man who allegedly shot at Indiana State Representative Jake Teshka's vehicle has been arrested. 51-year-old Amande Hill is charged with attempted battery by means of a deadly weapon and criminal recklessness. Investigators say it was back in early December when Teshka was driving on the bypass and Hill took aim on his car while driving next to him. Hill is currently in the Porter County Jail awaiting transport to the St. Joseph County Jail, and if convicted, he faces up to 8.5 years in prison. MNC News Time 5:06. Now time for traffic and weather. And all in all, a pretty quiet start to Good Friday. Of course, a lot of people have the day off, as well as a lot of schools in the area. So we do expect a overall more quiet traffic pattern to get you started. As far as the construction zones on the bypass, they're all good right now with no expected slowdowns, at least for the early go of it. We do have a little bit of congestion right now. This is northbound on County Road 17. This is at the intersection with County Road 6. And then also 17, just a little bit north of the toll road. So keep that in mind as you're driving in Elkhart County. And since it is Good Friday, we have good traffic news to pass along for folks who use the railroad tracks on Day Road in Mishawaka. They are reopened. We're talking the tracks just east of Fur Road. You can go through beginning today. Anything else in your way, give us a call. 574-2595-953.
Now, Legacy Heating and Air, your air conditioning specialist. First warning forecast.
High temperatures today will top out into the lower 50s under partly to mostly cloudy skies. We are tracking some scattered rain showers for later this afternoon, and we'll see those stick around as we head through the overnight into the beginning part of your weekend. Low temperatures Saturday morning will drop into the mid-30s. In the ABC 57 First Warning Neighborhood Weather Center, I'm meteorologist John Hammersmith.
We have partly cloudy skies above, and thankfully, those high winds from yesterday have calmed. Current temperature is 41 degrees at MNC. Traffic and weather powered by the X-Fog Anti-Fog System. Whether it's for work or play, keep your protective eyewear on and clear. Visit exfog.com today.
Coming up in 60 seconds, it turns out the New York subway shooting suspect was recently in Indiana. MNC News Time 5:08.
And now the local news watch continues.
Police in Goshen are investigating after a 15-year-old boy was shot. Officers were called around 5 o'clock Thursday morning to a home in Goshen after receiving the report. Officers arrived at the scene to find the teenage boy with a gunshot wound to the head. He was rushed to Elkhart General Hospital and then airlifted to a hospital in St. Joseph County. The Elkhart County Homicide Unit was called in to investigate.
Federal terrorism charges against the man who police believe shot at least 10 people on a subway in New York. And now investigators believe Frank James may have been a stop in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Police say Frank James posted a video of himself outside a Kroger in Fort Wayne to his YouTube channel back on March 20th.
And so this is what I want to talk about as I sat here. I'm sitting here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, about to go into this Kroger for what? I don't know. I shouldn't be. I've been eating like a horse.
They believe he stopped in Indiana as he was driving from Milwaukee to Philadelphia last month. James's videos contain rants about several topics. The videos have been taken down from YouTube, but they have been posted by several Twitter accounts. John Herrick, Network Indiana.
Hoosier reaction to the federal transportation mask mandate that'll stay in place for at least 2 more weeks.
The mandate requires you to wear a mask on public buses, trains, planes, or any other form of public transportation, and it remains in place because of a surge in COVID cases.
We know it takes about 2 weeks for you to see cases turn into hospitalizations. So that gives CDC a little bit of time to collect the data and make an informed decision about whether to relax these mandates.
The mandate was due to expire next Monday. Former U.S. Surgeon General and Indiana Health Commissioner Dr. Jerome Adams says in some places that there's cases starting to go back up. Michael McIntyre, MNC News.
MNC News Time 512, a consumer alert to pass along. Indiana and Michigan power officials say scammers are calling customers claiming they're behind on their bill. The caller then states that the customer doesn't pay, the power will be shut off. The victim's often told to call a different number to arrange that payment. Scammers may also ask for bank account info or personal credit card information. The Better Business Bureau says it's a scam.
Some of the attendees at an upcoming South Bend Cubs game will need to change the third line when they sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game."
It'll be no peanuts, no Cracker Jacks in the home plate suite for Peanut Free Night on May 6th. For $25, families can enjoy peanut-free buffet from one of the best seats at Four Winds Field. Team President Joe Hart tells WSBT that the team is taking every step possible to make sure people with peanut allergies have an opportunity to enjoy themselves as much as any other fan. There will also be fireworks after the game. You can sign up at the South Bend Cubs box office. Tommy Lee, MNC News.
Make sure you're prepared for the next big storm ahead of time. Sign up for text alerts from MNC for first word when extreme weather hits. Text the word weather to 45364. Message and data rates apply.
Coming up next, the top trending stories of the morning and a check of your 5-day forecast. MNC News Time 513.
From the